I feel a bit breathless in this mask, but I become so much more aware of how precious the outside world is. Hello everyone, my name is Jialan Cai and I am a Wuhan citizen currently living in Wuhan. And probably you have guessed, I am under lockdown for over 6 weeks now. When it initially happened, it didn't catch enough awareness from the official and from people. And by the time I was hearing about some really scary news in UK, that was the beginning of January, people in Wuhan still believe that it was pretty much a rumor or it's nothing real. And then I traveled back to China thinking that it's probably not real because it's really rare, it's surreal to happen. And I think it's from the 4th day when I came back, the lockdown happened. In the morning, when I woke up, my mom told me Wuhan is now under lockdown in 2 hours time from 10 o'clock, and people can't travel outside of the city in any kind of way. And that was a bit scary, and it's like, oh my god, what's happening? And this is like nothing I have experienced in my life. And especially because previously I was still visiting my family relative and he was a taxi driver, and I'm like, wow, could I have caught it already? Anyway, the first 14 days was real scary because you wouldn't even know whether you caught the disease or not. It's also a bit nerve-wracking for me to stay with my family in the same space for so long. So right now I'm staying with my mom and grandma. My father needs to go to work he works on the railway system, and because it's infrastructure, so he needs to keep the train running, so he's been there, and sometimes occasionally he comes home briefly. In the morning we usually open the doors and windows to ventilate the room, but we do it anyway with or without coronavirus. It's just a good habit. And here's the living room. It has some space, then we can play badminton, or I can do some stretching or running around here. It is very important to keep yourself alive and active. So after the initial panic, anxiety and feeling of distress and even slight depression, we sort of get used to this life of not being able to go out, and we have come to a common ground that we need to minimize our mobility. My grandma is having breakfast. This is our breakfast this morning. It's pretty simple, but it's also nutritious. This is my grandma. And this is my mom.
Hello.
妈妈今天早上午吃什么？
熬的杂粮粥，还有包子和馒头。
我们每天这样吃吗？还是最近都吃了些什么？
最近早餐换着花样啦，有点煎饼啊，熬点银耳汤啊。
It doesn't sound pretty much different from when we're not in a lockdown, but oh yes, those 包子, dim sum, they came from someone who gave it to us because they didn't like it, and they had a lot. Right now, pretty much everything is not like how we get them in the normal days. Sometimes we exchange things, not like give each other things inside the community. Sometimes my father would bring in something he gets from outside because he's this is my study room, and on the balcony I'll show you this patch of green here. It's a kind of cabbage, I'd say, that you can eat, we have been growing them since before the lockdown, so it's been like 40-50 days, and we have like harvested them several times. This is how we put all our clothes on the balcony, so we only go out and wear them when we need to go out, and when we come back we take them off and put them here immediately, so we don't need to pollute anything inside the house. I want to show you the small balcony where we put all our vegetables. I think we're okay in terms of food, so we do get lots of supplies every now and then. Oil, rice, and noodles are here. Onion, potatoes are always sprouting, we can't stop them. Huge cabbages, huge white gourd, some apples, and some tomatoes. Oh, they're quite rare, I think, these days. And this is purple potato. And lots of other stuff here. And there it is, a fish. Our plan is to plant some potatoes here, so because all the potatoes we had sprouted, and it was impossible to eat them anyway. So nice to see the soil being loosened. We're gonna fertilize the soil. 哎，这些好绿。
人家还以为你在撅气儿。
My grandma says, wait for a day before we plant potatoes. Yay! I look forward to it. Hello everyone. It's so funny. I never did vlog before, and now I need to have, the special kind of stick to better use my camera in all kinds of situations. So I need to get the stick. Because we can't buy it online, and there will be not anyone is able to come and deliver this thing that is not like strictly necessary for life. So we asked the people in the community whether anyone has one, and one resident responded and decided to donate his stick to me. Oh my god, I feel a bit breathless in this mask. But so this is where I am, and I need to go to that one to get the stick. Walking in the space, just take everything in front of me, like this. Everything is so still. Everything is so still. It's like, look at those plants. They don't move at all. It's like time has stopped for them. It's great to look up to the sky and the leaves and everything, to have like actual physical contact with so many lives. It's great. Just imagine that if we don't care about the environment, and many years later we do not have any contact with any trees or animals or flowers, or we have to stay always inside to just be alive and stay safe, life would be so pathetic. When I lost the chance to visit and have actual physical connection with the world. Oops, a beautiful bird. I become so much more aware of how precious and valuable the outside world is in my life. Okay, here we are, number 9. This is the place where people get their deliveries, but not in this period of time. There it is! They left it here. Da 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 da. Oh, I took it from another bag. Okay. We get it. And then we will go to building number 8 to get the dim sum. Okay, building number 8. Someone's standing there. I don't know who he is. Oh, yes. Hello. 你是负责整栋楼的吗？
它是我们小区里头带大家一起买米呀、油啊，志愿者做好事的。
哇，你是从自己的
东北，
东北直供的，对对对。
哇，从东北
所以
过来的新鲜大米。
所以是你联系的物流是吧？
对，我自己配送，自己这边做的，所以就我一个人。
哇，那你一个人忙得过来吗？
避免接触多，避免交叉感染的，就我一个人。
辛苦。
蚂蚁搬家的无所谓。
So, the guy we just saw is resident here, but he also volunteers to buy the rice from northeast of the country. And he did it all along. He contacted them and they got the rice to be shipped here, and he distributed to everyone. It's amazing how efficient he is and how calm he is. Xie.
好，谢谢。
拜拜。
包子，我们明天的早餐。
This will be our breakfast tomorrow. Okay, outside again. Someone walking the dog. So, 冠状病毒肆虐武汉，众志成城共度难关。It's encouraging us to be united to fight the coronavirus. 啊？
你看那花都开了，可惜我们不能拥抱春天。哎呀，这花都开了，可惜我们。
哎，你好假哦！
天。
Flowers are blossom. But take off my mask in a very correct way. make sure it doesn't have any huge sudden movement. And then we usually put it somewhere that has good ventilation and just let it dry out a bit. I think that in 2 weeks' time, the lockdown will be really will start to become looser and looser inside Wuhan. Recently, we started another measurement called health code online. Basically, you log onto your WeChat account and you get like a code that is your health code, and you report every day or every 3 days. I'm not sure that you are staying healthy and you're not coughing or having any fever. And if you do have any symptoms, you need to report that as well. But you can just do it on your own online, and that saves a lot of manpower. So I was told that if the whole community are having 0 symptom for 14 days and everyone stay healthy for 14 days, then people inside the community will be able to move around freely inside the community. But I think that would be really nice to happen if we all like try our best and stay healthy and nothing serious happens. And I'm not sure how honest people are, but I guess most people are pretty serious about it. It is warned that if a community hide any cases, then that community will be punished. And if a community successfully stay healthy for more than 14 days or stay healthy for a long time, then that community will be rewarded like with money. And hopefully Wuhan will be recovered soon. There's still death, there's still heartbreaking stories happening in the city, in the hospital. But I think the darkest time have passed, and we just need to keep going and stay till the end of the fight.